All right, we're live.
We are live.
You're live. Live. Sorry about that, everybody. We were sitting here and it just wasn't loading. It said,
Yeah.
I don't want to be live.
I have the link, by the way. For
Cool. I'm gonna take the link and I'm going to send the link into the heroes quarters.
that's what I was doing.
Oh, I thought you were taking the poll link. You want to be on?
Yeah.
You want to be on poll duty?
Yeah.
I copied the wrong link though. I did. I really did. I really did.
You can be on Heroes Quarters duty, and I will be on the other one.
Well, so actually, I am.
How do you want me to do it?
What do you mean?
Do you want me to post it in the Heroes Quarters?
No, I want you to paste the link into the heroes quarters.
Okay, one second. Ooh.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna join this. It's gonna hear me for a second. And I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna open this up. It's gonna be really loud for a second. And then I got it. Here we go. Eight. All right. All right.
Form is posted in YouTube. And then let's see our live stream in the Heroes Quarters.
Hello. Dude, know what's crazy is I have no idea where my laptop charger is. Not the slide screen. Not the slide screen.
That's a really bad thing to lose.
It is, especially because Apple, they're like, we know how much this means to you. It's gonna be $9 million to get a new one. And
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm sick and tired of spending my time in the Aurora Borealis, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So now I will be a cat at the beach.
Feels like an intense shift.
You think that this is a little bit too much?
Like a bit of an overcorrection, but you know, honestly, man.
You're right. I gotta go back to my final form, which is just being an absolute dog. Ooh.
Okay. Everything's all set up and ready to go.
Did you know there's zoom filters to make yourself look cuter?
You just like plastic.
Yeah, no, I have really good lighting in here.
Bahamas, Hawaii, or wherever it is.
That's a subtle difference. Look at that. That's subtle.
You look really...
This is Cowabunga, bro. I was shredding the gnar out there, brother.
I love it.
All right, I'm done with this, but I do want to be at the beach, so I'm at the beach. The simple joy of zoom filters. I know. Well, we talk about this every week, but Nick and I didn't get to experience the like work culture pandemic thing where everyone was like playing around with their zoom filters and stuff.
Oh.
So we have to live it out now.
We just sat in the same room for like 2 years.
Yeah.
There's no filters when you're in the same room.
It's true. The only filters you have are coffee filters.
Ew.
Dude, how does he do it, man? How is he always coming up with a quick little quip to say? I think I accidentally left one of these filters on because I am so bright.
Yeah, you look Like you look like Woody. You have like the like rosy cheeks, like
Honestly,
airbrushed. That's
I,
what it
I
is.
I
You look airbrushed.
I just checked the filters. I don't have a filter on right now. I think this is how I look.
All right. Well, what up, everybody? Happy Friday. You guys made it to the live stream and you made it to the weekend, and that's exciting.
That is exciting.
And Mackenzie made a comment, which is true. For some reason, we haven't changed this, but you are still labeled as Nick. We're both labeled as Nick for the Zoom call. Are you able to change that?
Yeah.
Now, what are you? Now you're him. Timothy. Timothy Charlemagne. Oh boy.
So I just got back from a 3-day trip to Eastern Washington. I'm coaching a cross country team, so we had a little running camp out there so that we could all get to know each other. And I got back about 20 minutes ago, and I was on the phone with Nick, and I said, I'll come, but I'm going to be off the rails because my brain is like kaput.
Yeah.
So you guys are in for a rare form of whatever I got going on.
You know, I wasn't at a cross country meet, but it has just been a long week and my brain isn't really with me today. So anything could be said. This might be the day where we just fly off the rails. You know, we tell you all the beans. We tell all. We can Kyle tell all in this new exclusive live stream.
So one thing I've been getting excited about though is I've been wearing this hat a lot more, and I think it's getting lighter. I think the color of it is getting lighter, and I like the direction that it's headed. You know.
You know, hats take a beating. They really do. People don't think about them, but you know, hats, they get sweaty, they get sun bleached. And I didn't think it would happen to a khaki hat, but I was wrong.
This one wasn't khaki.
It wasn't? I thought it was.
It was like a dark gray color.
Oh, but now it is khaki, or is it?
It's still gray. It's certainly gray, but it's not it went from like a cauldron to like a mountain, you know?
Got it.
Mm-hmm. You know, those terms people use all the time. Yeah. Got my GUI package now to get plushie. All right. Update. Monday is the day. I think they actually said Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday is the day where the Astorionaut bundles are finally, all the items are there. They're getting this is me doing the tumblers. They're getting engraved. And then the Astorionauts will officially begin their course.
Set a course.
And for that reason, I'm excited because you guys are so patient and so kind. And for me, that is something I need because I need a lot of patience and a lot of kindness. I'm a very soft individual.
You know, I think that we should share this with, or share a little something with the people that are Astorionauts, and not honestly anyone who's a part of this live stream. I think we show this.
Astorionaut or not, we shall share.
Yep. So I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna text this to you because I think that.
Send it to me in Mattermost. It's better that way.
Is it okay? Hold on.
It's just better that way. I look like
Be,
a
just
clap.
be very careful because there are some things, and there's a big bean in our chat on Mattermost.
Oh, you're right.
So we should just be careful.
That joke I made was pretty funny though.
My life is a journal, bro. So this is a example of the Astorionaut certificate that if you order the Astorionaut bundle, you will be receiving. Now, this picture is a little hard. It's a little harder to see, but we actually paid extra to get these certificates gold foiled, actually. So you can kind of tell on like the Astorionaut like logo thing, as well as sort of the borders, but there's actually like a raised foiling, or gilding is actually the right term. There's a gilding on these pages. So this is something that we wanted you guys to have for those who get an Astorionaut bundle. You get an Astorionaut number. You got to put the name you wanted on there. It'll be printed on there. This is just a sample. So we put the Rebel 2187 for whatever reason. It'll say cohort 001, and then it'll have your Astorionaut number printed on there as well. And of course, signed by Captain M, the mentor, and Star Admiral Tortoise. And then we'll have the star date of our pre-order, which was June 3rd, 2022, because you were a part of history. Pretty sweet. And then I don't think we have a mock-up of the box, what it'll look like yet. But I do want to see. I'm going to ask our warehouse if they have that video yet. You know what I'm talking about?
Blaster. They probably won't because they're not going to make a mock-up until Tuesday.
Did they say mock-up? I thought they said.
Well, they're going to it's not a mock, but it's just, they're not going to have all the stuff done by Tuesday, until Tuesday. Pan Galactic Gargle Blast. Alan, I don't know what that means, but that is a wild sentence. I'll say that.
That's a big L, man. That's from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Well,
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is, I would say, pretty well referenced in Galaxy Historia for those who've got a chance to flip through.
Yeah.
I think you should read Hitchhiker's Guide. It's worth it, and it takes about 5 hours.
Of listening or
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could probably read it just as fast if you really wanted to. It's pretty short.
I started reading the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Oh yeah, how's that?
Really nice. It's just nice,
Okay, that's good.
It's the first book in a long time that I've written it. I felt the draw to underline stuff and write it down. You know what I mean? Gotta give a little notes in the margins type vibe.
The notes in the margins. Chris says, ahoy.
Does that not sound like the most British thing you could say?
Notes in the margins. There's actually much more British things, I feel like.
I made some notes in the margins.
A lot of slang is very British. I think it's fun. I want to say hi.
I made a cheeky note in the margins there.
Please drop it. Bridget said, I got to use one of my companion journals in an interview today, which is it was actually pretty sweet. Which one did you use? Was it the blank one, lined one, or the dotted one? Guys, I'm super jealous. I haven't even seen these yet. I'm bummed. I haven't even gotten to hold the final version of the companion journals yet. And so someone needs to spill the beans to me.
And they're already going to interviews.
Yeah, you're already taking it. You already showed it to other people. I thought we had something special. Also, hi, Chris. Chris said ahoy.
One. I would say, of all of the companion notebooks that we make, the lined companion notebook probably is the most formal. The most businessy of them all.
Right. Because line items.
because of line items specifically as line items. But I would also imagine that a line is the closest to a tie of the stationary world. Whereas blank is like not wearing a shirt. Blank is beach. And dotted is like scientific, dotted's like pocket protector vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like engineer, but a line that's like business.
Yeah. A line is I'm here to get the job.
Mm-hmm.
And dotted is like I'm going to be the best at this job. And blank is I'm quitting this job in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Blank is I'm drinking Mai Tais on the beach.
Oh, I just sneezed mightily.
You walk in the interview and you're with the blank journal. They're like, "Where's your tie?" And you go, "My tie is on the beach."
Here. You're like on a different planet today.
I told you this. I told you this information.
You did warn me.
Because like
fair warning.
Because here's the thing.
What?
Like I was around a bunch of like 18 to like 21-year-olds. So it's like it's a lot of that type of like just being outlandish all of the time.
Being influenced by people younger than you.
I am. I'm a little sponge, I'm a stupid little sponge.
A social chameleon of sorts.
Some could say.
You also just got Chipotle like what an hour ago, which I feel like after I eat Chipotle, I'd want to go to sleep. I just get so tired.
Chipotle will cause you to like want to do some crazy things, like quit your job and take a 40-hour nap, kind of activities.
Y'all have 40-hour work weeks. I'm taking a 40-hour nap. A 40-hour nap is such a concerning thing. I think that qualifies as a coma. A 40-hour nap is not a nap. It's a coma, like without question.
Cheyenne just said something that made me super subconscious. She said, "I'm going to go back and count how many times Kyle says like," which like, that hurts.
Wow. Well, you're taking this about as personally as a 21-year-old would.
See, the thing is I use a lot of similes. So I say this is like that. So it's not the same filler word.
Same. Right. It's a misunderstanding. It wasn't Like's fault. Like was never at fault here.
I know. There are some words that I think got a bad rap. I think the word "so," that's a tough one.
Yep.
Because "so" is both a filler word as well as an action. You can sew a shirt, and like, I feel like has a lot of power, like is a powerful word.
Well, any word that gets boiled down to like a filler word, like the word that people unconsciously put in between their thoughts when they're trying to like say something, like and so, like the I just did it,
But I think like is the most powerful of all those, because you could say, "I like you." You could just say like, or you could use like to compare things. You know what I mean? That's a powerful word that has just been absolutely brutalized by people like me.
Like those werewolves, they're lichens.
Oh, yes. Don't even get me started on the word lichen. I liken it to.
I'd liken it to. I'd like a number 2, please.
Tanya, Story Knot boxes are hoping to be sent next Tuesday.
Yeah. Once again, for all these Story Knots in the audience, Tuesday is when we are shipping your bundle to you, which means that they should get there by the end of the week, depending on where you live. Possibly early the week after that. I believe that's late August. But here's the cool thing about this, okay? And this is why I'm really proud of our team. And I said this on our team meeting today. I don't think we have ever hit a deadline that we said we were going to. in the history of the Heroes Journal. I think when it comes to deliveries, Kickstarters, pre-orders, all that stuff, we're usually a little bit late. But this time we were actually a little bit early. We started delivering pre-orders for Cosmic Captain, Galactic Guardian, and even just single journal orders in early August, which we said we would deliver in mid-August.
Mid to late August.
Mid to late. M to L. And so for the Historianauts, I appreciate your patience because everyone kind of got to get ahead of you in line, but let the record show, we are quite punctual this time around in getting our orders. And a lot of that is a big shout out to actually having a warehouse, having a whole team that's fulfilling these things. And honestly, the only reason we're late is my fault, believe it or not. No one else screwed up, but it was like a snafu with ordering tumblers, believe it or not. Everyone else killed it.
So are we gonna get a refund for like the 60 tumblers they never sent us?
Probably. I don't know. Right now I'm just trying to get. I mean, I think they're in there now. They showed up on Wednesday, but yeah, I can look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are saying the energy's a little high for the sleepiness of the day. Got to bring it down a little bit. Talking our
cool guy voices.
What's our lower voice? What's that called? Your let's start with a B.
Baritone.
Yeah, gotta talk about our baritone voices.
Everyone's saying the volume's pretty low. I have a feeling it's my headphones, so I'm gonna take them off.
How's that? Is it better now?
Better. That's better. That is better. It's even better on my end.
That's great. Let me know if that's better for everyone. And maybe in OBS we turn the sound up or something, or
we don't use OBS anymore. It's just straight through Zoom.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's in and out Zoom,
Everyone's saying much better. Wow. All right. Moral of the story: don't wear headphones during live stream anymore.
Seriously.
I usually don't, and for whatever reason I did today.
You thought.
Yeah. Everyone thinks, headphones are cool. They're not. They're really not.
There is more echo involved. I will say that. They are correct when they say that you are a little more echoey.
I'm more echoey?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because the room I'm in.
Echo! How am I doing? Echo!
You're fine.
Are you someone who would ever have a fish tank?
Yeah. I don't have a fish tank.
Do you think that what part of the fish tank life inspires you?
It's kind of like a plant a little bit. It's like I like that I can have something that is living, but it doesn't take a whole bunch of upkeep. I mean, I think having a fish is a little more work than having a plant, depending on the plant and the fish probably, but it's not like a dog. It's definitely a step below having a full-on dog or a cat or even like a hamster or something. I think fish, you can kind of just set it and forget it. And, I've seen people with some really cool like fish tank collections. People they get really intense about it. Although I have to say, I'd probably have little turtles. If I were to have a fish tank, I probably wouldn't have very many fish. I'd probably be pretty turtle heavy.
How big of a tank do you need in order to house a turtle?
I think little water turtles. I don't know what they're called. Maybe like a box turtle, I think. I think you can get them pretty small.
Like how small? Like the size of my finger small, or like the size of like
full grown this big?
That's pretty small.
Yeah, they start that big. It's pretty tiny.
But do turtles need to come out of the water? Because aren't they amphibians?
I think they do. Yeah.
Do they have to come out of the water, or do they want to come out of the water?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, red ear sliders. It's a turtle. I know that. I had a friend who had some red ear turtles. He had 4 of them, named after all the.
Would you be somebody who like has like an intense fish tank, like you have the coral and stuff in there, and have like?
No, see, that's what I would want to avoid. Like, I think my whole interest in having a fish tank is it's a step below a dog or a more involved animal, and so. But I could be wrong. Look, so Nicole Davis just dropped in. She said fish are actually demanding, and you have to pay attention to them since they have no way to audibly alert you to things like hunger, sickness, injury, or dirty tanks. So maybe I'm totally misinformed on this. Maybe I'd be a really bad fish parent. Maybe this is why.
Yeah, I didn't even know that you ever would even have a fish tank. So this is new.
I definitely wouldn't say I give off I have a fish tank vibes.
Yeah.
But I am, I like to think of myself as a loving, caring human being. And so I do think a way to express that on a micro level is to have a tiny fish.
But I feel like fish are a macro level of that. Because I feel like when you walk into someone's house who has a fish tank, you're like, oh, you have a fish tank, Remember Denny's?
Yeah. What do you think is the difference between having a fish tank and a fish bowl on your personality? Like what's the effect?
Dude, I think it's pretty massive.
The astronomical.
Astronomical. I think a fish bowl person is like quirky fun. I think that's like a person who just like who came into fish. You know what I mean? Like somehow like they were just going through life and then all of a sudden the burden of keeping a fish alive came upon them, and they were like, I guess I'll get a bowl for it. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's like
a fish tank is someone who like specifically chose to go into the fish life. They're like, I'm going to recreate the Great Barrier Reef. I'm going to have this thing that I obsess about. Because you're talking about like you're cleaning the water, you're worrying about like pH balances in the water, you're worried about heat.
Yeah.
You're the guy who like puts their fish in like a bag of water from the same tank and then you put it over, you know what I mean? It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like that. I mean, you're creating a whole environment. That's why it's really like going from a fishbowl. I think I'd be more fishbowl, obviously. Yeah. Fish tank, it's like a whole, it's like what are they called? Like a terrarium, I mean, it's not, but it's like, you have to it's like a whole environment that you have to maintain. It's not just the fish or the turtles or whatever you have. It's like the bacteria in there, like you said, the pH levels, all that stuff. It's a lot. You know what I actually would be interested in, and this is kind of gross, ant farms.
Interesting.
I think ant farms are actually pretty tight. I think they're pretty cool.
So growing up, my mom figured this thing out. I don't know how she did it, but she got a betta fish, right?
Yeah.
Then she got a big vase, like a huge vase that was clear.
Mm-hmm.
She filled it with water, and then she put a plant that lives on top of water on top of it. And then the plant managed the ecosystem of the water. So the plant would clean the water. And then the fish would eat from the plant. And it lived for like 12 years. We didn't do anything.
Wow.
It was a betta fish. And it just lived for like 12 years. And it was wild.
That reminds me. My family actually had a fish tank. I totally forgot about this. Same kind of situation. My sister brought home like a goldfish from like a fair that she won, like a raffle, and just took home. And then my family bought a fish tank for it. And then it got really big. Like it got like this big. And then we were like, what do we do? So my parents bought a fish tank for it. And then it got even bigger. And its name was T.I. after the rapper T.I.
Yeah.
And it outlived T.I.'s career as a rapper. That's how old it got. It was like 10 or maybe 12 years old. It was so old. I remember like towards the end of its life, I'm like, that's T.I. And people are like the rapper, like the old rapper. I'd be like, yeah. That's how long he's been alive for. He
Yeah.
outlived T.I.
That's a good idea. You need to name things to show how old they are.
Right? You're like, this is Jack Harlow. Or just pick a pop star, pick any one hit wonder at the moment, and then just be like, I'm gonna name my fish after that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because here's the thing: it's actually a win-win. Because if that person continues to be famous, then you just look like an icon. You look like you just called that one from the parking lot. You know,
Yeah.
like this is Lawrence Fishburne, and they're like, dude, that guy's been huge for like 20 years.
Lawrence Fishburne. It's such a good name for a fish. That's really good. This is Lawrence Fishburne.
They're like, which one? You're talking about the one in the early 90s, or the one that's still acting now? It's like all of them. You know, you're just killing it.
Morpheus from The Matrix or Morpheus from John Wick, because basically this is the same character. Wow, that was fun. That was a nice little pet talk that we just had.
That was a good pet talk. I'm really excited with how that went. I will say, I think that a koi fish is different, is like a whole different world of this conversation.
Yeah, when you start talking about out like a pond, keeping your own pond, I mean, we're in a different ballpark now. That's equivalent to raising livestock, in my opinion.
Dude.
Even if you're not going to eat the koi fish, but it's like the same vibe. It's like you have to have a whole outdoor space for it. It's like having a chicken is what it's like.
Yeah.
That's what I think of it as.
Did you see Aylin's comment? Because that's so funny. Catherine
Beta Jones. That's fantastic. There's probably got to be so many beta fish names.
Oh, yeah. Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Aylin's honestly been killing in the chat today. Just representing the funny alliance. Just
Aylin's an absolute pun lord. Absolute.
Absolute.
Yeah. He is. I don't want to be a stickler on time.
I need to read this really fast. Jennifer said, my university has koi, but an MTV show brought on frat guys, and one of them ate one.
God. Did he cook it? Or did he just swallow it? Oh. They also get big. Like koi fish get large.
I feel like my university hosted an MTV show is like the greatest intro for bad things to happen. You know what I mean? It's like enter a thing that only lived in the 2000s and now is extremely offensive.
Yeah. It's a great way to get canceled in 10 years.
Yeah. I will say that Rachel's office having a fish called Swim Shady is pretty funny.
Swim Shady. These are so good. I know that like these are probably all over the internet if you just Google funny fish names, but I'm still enjoying them. So the university prosecuted.
Did they prosecute the frat boy or MTV?
I think the fish.
Oh.
Wait, what do you think? The fish made him sick, and the fish.
Well, that's where we get the ruling from State v. Koi.
Yeah. He's been in jail. This fish has been in jail for a long time. In fact, the fish's name is Whitney Houston. Rest in peace.
All right. The fish was the defendant. That's pretty good too. That's a good pun. Defendant.
The fish got fired. He was scolded.
This is my vote for interim fish name was sushi, but I got outvoted. Sushi is a little bit. It's a little on the nose. It's a little. It's like this is where you're going, bud.
Yeah, it's a little. It's like naming a cow steak.
Yeah. Sushi. All right, let's brag because I don't have anything positive to add. I'm just gonna keep making weird jokes about.
Sometimes that's what a live stream on a Friday calls for. Is just your last two brain cells trying to make puns about animals. But I do want to hear from y'all, so Kyle and I can have a break. What happened this week that is worth bragging about? We're gonna do bragger clock. We're gonna put 10 minutes on the clock. That's not really. We're just gonna do it. What you got to do is in the chat, just comment something that you are proud of yourself for that happened this week. It doesn't have to be anything major or monumental, although it totally can be. The real only criteria is that something you are proud of. We like to do bragger clock because we believe people don't really get a chance to hear that they're doing a good job. And a lot of the times we just get so caught up in life that we forget to stop and just be proud of ourselves, how far we've come. So this is our chance to take a beat, take a pause, and pat ourselves on the back a little bit. So what's going to happen is if you're on Facebook, respond to the thread or the comment rather for brag o'clock. Just reply your answer in that thread so we can keep it nice and tight. And then on YouTube, we're just going to read them as they come through. So go ahead and get your brags ready. Kyle and I are going to take turns reading them and, cheer each other on as we read them. And then, of course, be proud of yourself when we get to yours.
By the way, if you're on Facebook, it's the thread is called "Oh Brag Clock." So,
did you do that on accident?
No. I wanted it to sound like something from like Ireland or something.
Right. Yeah. It's a family name.
You can do YouTube. I'll do Facebook.
All right.
I think Cheyenne's the first one on YouTube.
Starting off strong with Cheyenne. Brag. I bought myself a bike for my birthday on Monday. Well, happy flipping birthday. And getting a new bike is really exciting. It's
Bike.
Nothing in life like riding a bike, honestly. Good for you, Cheyenne.
Victoria said I adulted this week when I wanted to do was just hide under the bed. Well, no.
Meredith on YouTube said, I work with mostly fellow nerdy introverts and have been talking up the Hero's Journal. Our communications person asked me to bring in one of each. Ooh, she wants to get at least one for herself and another for a friend. Aww. Look at you doing some word of mouth marketing for us. Thank you, Meredith. That's really great.
Sure. Aylin signed up for a indoor rock climbing class tomorrow. I've been wanting to get out and do more things, and I'm excited to start up. Nick's a bit of a boulder enthusiast himself.
I used to boulder, and then I got injured. So
he's big into solutions, you know.
Yeah, stupid. Jeffrey said, resubscribed to Home Chef, a food delivery service to inspire myself to cook at home again. Love that. Love the something special about cooking a meal for yourself, you know, even if it's not healthy, it just feels good. Feels good to make something. Good for you, Jeff.
Michelle said, after 2 months of long COVID, kicking my butt, I got out and walked again with my walker and my husband. We enjoyed an art festival in a neighboring town and dinner in one of the local restaurants. And by the end of the day, just under a mile. That's amazing. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, good for you. Kara said, I'm surviving the real estate game in the midst of moving, selling, and then finding a forever castle. I've also learned that I should never go into real estate as a career. At the end of her comment, it just says Duolingo 558. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. It's just the way that Duolingo has taken over brag and clock. It's just like it's being tacked onto the end of people's brags. It's like, by the way, Duolingo 558. No language. I don't even know what it is. It's just whatever your streak is. That is incredible, Kara. I don't even know what to comment on, but I'm glad that you're weathering the real estate minefield, and maybe there's a bilingual career for you in real estate, or not.
Or maybe there's a duolingual career for you.
Yeah, which is the same thing I said.
Devora, I'm going to read this as it was, but if it's carpal tunnel, let me know. I healed my cubital tunnel syndrome, all better now after 5 months. Is that right? Cubital tunnel syndrome, or was that supposed to be carpal tunnel syndrome? Either way, congratulations.
Stacy said, I finished my 7th Heroes Journal this week. I'm on to GOI now. Incredible. Or on GOI now. Already started it. Incredible, Stacy. I believe you posted in the Heroes Quarters about this. And 7, I actually screenshotted it. I remember I screenshotted this and sent it to Kyle. And I was like, wow, I can't believe 7 is a number that we're even 7. Yeah. 7 Heroes Journals. I remember, yeah, just the thought of someone even doing 4 used to blow my mind, and you're about to double that. So we should do something for the first person that gets to 10 and then sends us like all of them. If you get to 10 Heroes Journals, you send us all of your journals, we will do something for you. We'll send them back.
Yeah, what are we going to do with them?
We got to confirm, right?
Oh, right.
Or maybe we can do some kind of like a Zoom call or something. Maybe we can bring them on a live stream. I don't know, but we should do something. Yeah. 10 Heroes Journals? It's crazy.
That's 30 months.
900 days, right?
900 days. That's a lot.
That's a lot. But I mean, 7 is that's very close.
That's almost as long as people's Duolingo streaks. All right. Melissa said, I finished book number 86 yesterday and have completed 10 of the 16 HJ Book Club prompts. I am just dumbfounded by that ability to do that.
That's voracious. Just reading. All right. I'm just going to keep going. Alicia on YouTube said, I'm eating my fruits and vegetables. She put a little haha at the end of it. Hey, I love that.
I love that. Corvette survived the stupid storm from last week and didn't end up 5150. Kidding, I'm 5150. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that means.
We will need explanation.
Is that like a code?
Right.
Okay. Teachu said, today I started working on tasks I should have gotten done days ago. I'm doing the things. Love that. Nothing like getting ahead when you're behind. Okay.
Sky did the right thing for my doggo and gave her to my dad. I miss her, but he has so much more time to play with her.
Oh, that's a hard choice. But at least the dog is still in the family, you know. Where's Waldo said, I finished another act in my Heroes Journal and started on the next one, feeling like I can take on more. I love that. It's a good feeling when you get to an act in the Heroes Journal. It's a big deal. It's like a nice stop and pause, and you're like, holy crap, I'm really actually moving through this thing. I've never been able to journal like this before. Man, the co-founders of this must be so cool and wise and smart.
Definitely a little bit handsome.
Yeah. Wow. Dashing.
Ashley said, we survived our first week of school and I had my students complete their first biology quest called Lightning in the Bottle, where they learn about carbohydrates and lipids. That's so cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
I know what lipids are, so.
I feel like one thing that sticks in your head from school that no one ever talks about. Everyone talks about, I forget everything I learned in school. No one ever says like I feel like a very universal experience is everyone remembers science projects that they had to do. It's like a very memorable thing. Science teachers, underappreciated. Okay, Christopher Roberts said, on my first Heroes Journal now, and really love how it inspired me. Oh, that's good. Well, welcome, Christopher. This is definitely a weird live stream to come in on if this is your first one. But I'm glad that you started the Heroes Journal. I'm glad it's working for you. And let me know what storyline you're using and what color you decided to go with.
Jennifer said, I have serious anxiety making large purchases for myself, but this week I bit the bullet and replaced my almost decade-old computer, and that spurred me to do the internet upgrade I had been putting off for almost a year.
Wow.
Congratulations. Having better internet is one of the smallest things that you don't really think you'll make a life difference, but it makes a massive difference.
Yeah. I've had slow Wi-Fi since I've been in Texas, and it bothers the crap out of me.
Crud.
Sorry. I'm cursing so much today. Tempest Jen said, about 2 weeks away from the end of my Adventures edition Heroes Journal, and sounds like my Storynaut bundle will be here roughly about the time I'm done. That's true. Perfect. Look at that. That's what I did. I went from Adventures Edition to Cosmic Rose. So, yeah.
Yeah. Christy cleaned out the minivan, and my kids both slept through the night until about 7 a.m., so I finally caught up on sleep. Toddler is front-facing in the car now, and we have a new one for the little guy. Toddler is growing up so fast, haircut today, and went to bed in his toddler bed on his own last night.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like they're growing up with us. I feel like we're all a part of it, and I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to say this really fast. So yeah. We went to this campground, and for some reason I was the only cabin that had its own bathroom attached to the cabin. And the head coach brought his family, and the youngest kid, who's like 4 years old, knocks on my door by himself. Like the parents are off. He knocks on my door, and I answer it, and he's like this, and he goes, "You got a really nice bathtub in there." And I was like, "You want to come see it?" And he goes, and then he like goes over to it, like puts his hand on it. He goes, "This is a nice bathtub." And I was like, "This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life."
That kid's gonna design bathtubs one day.
He's gonna be the next great bathtub creator.
Yeah, he's gonna be who's the guy who painted the Sistine Chapel?
the
Michelangelo bathtub design.
Gosh. Dude, that's the thing that pisses me off. Why is it so easy to pull out who's painted the Sistine Chapel, but I don't know like other things that are really necessary? You know, like it doesn't make my life better to know who Michelangelo is.
Well, honestly, the coolest part about Michelangelo is they named him after one of the Ninja Turtles. Okay. I think I'm out of brags on the YouTube side.
I'll read Mackenzie, then you start on Glenn.
Got it.
Mackenzie said, it's more of a brag from the summer because this is first live show I've been in 2 months, but I did some interviews in the summer and got 6 offers.
Whoa.
From different schools to teach there. And I officially accepted a second grade special ed teaching position. That's amazing. This is like a full circle moment. Back in Quarantine Quest, we were talking about your teaching dreams, and now you're officially placed in a school. That is big ups to Mackenzie. Let's get a round of applause. If you're at home, I hope you're clapping, because this
is a real story. This is like a real proof in the pudding. Like, I think Mackenzie's on 5 Heroes Journals, or maybe Mackenzie, you're on your 5th. I remember seeing a post recently. You might actually be on your 6th, but that's like a real, like, from teaching certification to getting 6 offers to be a teacher. Talk about becoming the hero. That's incredible.
And I'm just glad I got to be a fly on the wall the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
I personally didn't do much, but it's glad to be a part of it.
Glenn said, moved most of our stuff from our fifth wheel to our new home. Finally. It's good. Moving stuff. Getting a move is never done, you know? It's always lingering. So
Well, I have to do one today. Ugh.
that's right.
I invited 20 people to respond to a survey about the online cooking class I'm starting.
Oh,
That's exciting.
super cool. Online cooking class. Love that. Nicole said, I've been getting better sleep recently. Super underrated brag. If you don't have people like to say if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. But really what they mean is if you don't have your sleep, you don't have anything or something.
If you don't have your sleep, you don't have your key.
Okay.
All right. Here said a friend treated me for my birthday recently, and I got to do some firsts. First time going to Hot Pot and Korean barbecue place for lunch. Then first time going hatchet throwing. I even scored a bullseye.
That's really cool. I've never done the axe throwing thing, but I've seen people do it. That's awesome. And Hot Pot is incredible. Erica Beck said, I finished the second leg of the Conqueror's Quest Lord of the Rings walk in half the time. Now on to the Mines of Moria. That's so cool. I'm jealous of everyone who's participating in the Lord of the Rings walking, running, mileage thing. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it seems really cool.
David has been keeping up with their classes, getting their classes set up. I'm going to have 14 in the fall. Some start later, have started, but not at all. That's crazy.
Elizabeth said, I managed to get the kids 10 years old and 6 years old to help us move 200 3-week-old chickens from their inside nursery to their outdoor pen without losing my temper at them. 200 chickens. That is incredible. And those are very mature 10 and 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could do that.
David's turning the double nickel next Thursday.
The old double nickel. Well, I guess we're not going to see you until your birthday. Happy birthday, David. Remind us again next Friday. We'll sing you happy birthday.
We'll sing it. We'll sing the double nickel version too.
Yeah. Double
Just
nickel.
special happy birthday for the double nickel.
I'm going to hop over to YouTube really quick because Chris hopped in and said, I'm still currently on my Green Heroes journal. I've been using a Moleskine journal. I'm halfway done with it, but I think I'm going to use both of them. I have a Purple Heroes journal and a Space Heroes journal now. Oh, wait. Sorry. Chris also said, I had a busy week and been struggling with sleep and health, but luckily I'm working on it. There you go. Love it, Chris.
Chelsea graduated and their birthday's tomorrow.
Wow.
Hey, and she said I bragged about this last week, but it's never the wrong time to brag about that. You can brag about that till the end of time if you want to.
Very true. Congratulations, Chelsea, and happy birthday. Karenita said I managed 12 stairs at therapy when my goal was 8. Pretty sweet.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
Super exciting.
All right. Let's give away a journal.
Okay. Let's do it. While you're setting that up, I do want to. Oh, wait, we missed one. Jay had a brag. He said, I survived being borderline homeless for 2 weeks. And after traveling a lot on a train, I'm back to my college town where I live. Soon I'll start school and have a place to stay. That's a great brag. I'm glad that we went back and got it. Thanks for commenting, Jay. That's incredible. That's a huge brag. Wow.
Little brag.
Talk about a comeback story.
Well, actually, you can't because you're not going to call it a comeback.
That's fair. My buddy Brandon on YouTube asked us if we had seen The Sea Beast on Netflix. I have. Kyle, have you seen The Sea Beast?
No, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen it. It's an animated movie. It's fantastic. I would highly recommend it to anyone of any age. It's a very good story. It's a perfect example that the formula works. It's basically How to Train Your Dragon, but in the sea. But maybe even a little bit better, in my opinion. It's really good. It's really good.
Because I really liked How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I think you'd like it a lot. It's very well written. But now,
Middle names. For 'tis I, the spinner of the wheel of names.
what is a name if not a wheel? This is the part.
I shall spin the wheel, but upon its ending, now's name that is presented from the wheel shall and must say hello within 90 seconds, or the wheel shall be respun. Naming a new victor of the wheel of names.
Are you spinning it? I can't tell.
Yeah.
It's always really laggy for me.
Oh, Sarah Golden with the nail biter.
Oh boy, Sarah Golden, you have a minute and a half to claim your free journal.
Oh, I spun it again on accident.
Oh, are we giving away two?
I guess you kind of have to, don't we? Because I just spun it again.
All right, here's the stipulation. If your name is picked, you have to say something before this timer runs out. So we have Sarah Golden and Christopher Jabur. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly.
That's on me though. It was an accident.
John Nelson says, "Thou shalt spin it 3 times."
Spin up the wheel for a third time.
Spin it one more time. Spin it one more time, but you have 40 seconds to claim it. Chris is here. Sarah is also here. So we have 2 of the winners claimed. It's coming down to the wire. You have 20 seconds. If you are the third person, you got to move. You got to move fast.
Victoria Graves.
Victoria Graves, are you here? 15 seconds to claim it. There's a little bit of a lag too, so it's probably more like 10 seconds. Victoria, if you're out here, I hope you say something. Anything.
They're here.
Are they?
They made it.
Oh yeah, that counts. That totally counts. Dude, honestly, we should just start doing free journal Friday like that. We just keep spinning it, and whoever can get it in on the right time. That was incredible. That was a free journal Friday first. We were giving away 3 journals today, basically by accident, and because someone made a Monty Python joke, which is incredible. So we got our 3 winners. Sarah Golden is winner number 1, and then Chris after that is number 2, and then our last nail biter winner, of course, was Victoria Graves. Man.
Yeah. And then Kara hit us with free journal Friday, more like 3 journal Friday.
Hey, yeah, come on now. Hey, I want to hear what your brag from this week is before we sign off, Kyle.
Mine?
Yeah.
So I told Mark, the coach of the team, that I would coach for free because I was like, I don't know if the team's gonna like me, and I don't want you to feel like you're like there's money tying this together. I want to do it for like the good of the crew. But he was like, that's dumb. They're gonna like you. I'm gonna give you money for this work that you're doing. And I was like, okay. But then I got along with almost everybody. I think I got along with everybody. And it was really good because I was worried about that. But it went much better than I thought it was going to, and they're all very nice.
That's great.
How about you? What do you got?
That's a good brag. I do want to say something really quick before people leave. So if you were picked for Free Journal Friday, make sure to email support@theheroesjournal.co. So Sarah, Chris, and Victoria, make sure to email support@theheroesjournal.co with the storyline you want and the color journal that you want. And you can also get a side quest deck. Qualifies for any of the things on our website.
You can't get both. You can get one or the other.
You can get one of those things. Anyway, cool. My brag for the week. I was looking for ways to get our website to be a little bit better and our overall hero experience for what we do. And I made some tweaks to our flow, which is basically the automated process for how we ask heroes about their opinion so we can get reviews for our website. And so I made a slight tweak to how we were asking for reviews. And we typically average like 2 to 5 reviews a week. And for those wondering, our average review out of about 1,400 reviews over our period of business is a 4.8 star rating, which I'm really proud of. But we usually get 4 to 5 a week, okay? Since Saturday, so in less than a week, in 6 days, we have received almost 40 reviews. And I think it's because of the way that we're asking the questions now. I think it's because our review emails are better branded and are just better. So I'm really excited about that. You can ask Kyle. We talk about numbers a lot. We talk about design and making cool products. But the thing that really gets me excited about the business is hearing back from heroes, from you guys. So anytime you've ever left a review about the Heroes Journal, I have read it. Anytime, and you can do video reviews now. So if you want to do an unboxing video, you can do that too. Anyway, that's my brag. It went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to.
It's a great brag. All right, buddy. We'll see you next week. Stay heroic and happy quest.
Oh, yeah.